Alright, we're recording.
They can come around here and get in this video. You guys, we don't bite. Y'all can come on around here. Come on when you're ready.
I'm ready.
3, 2.
Alright, everybody. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. As you can tell, it's a little bit new tonight. We're actually going Facebook Live, and we're actually shooting for YouTube. We've got some kids, West Virginia and Kentucky right now, that are out of state that want to be involved with Bass Monkey, but just with it being so far, we said we could do it online for them.
Maybe.
Just a second, like I said, technical difficulty. My wife's trying to get the Facebook Live. Alright, I'd like to invite or welcome everybody to Bass Monkey Academy. For those of you that don't know what Bass Monkey is, Bass Monkey Academy is for youth ages 7 to 17. We have pros, semi-pros, and club members from the Carolina Crankers. We teach technique-specific items to the kids, whether it be drop shotting, rattle traps, Carolina rigging, jigs, you name it. It's all the information that it took us years to come up with to help the kids with their confidence a little bit. We can teach them in an atmosphere where it's hands-on. They get a little bit more confidence in it, and they get the skill set a little bit faster than that it took us to come up with it. I'd like to thank our sponsor tonight before we get started. The Carolina Crankers, of course, Bass Monkey Academy, our parents and our youth that are here with us for every meeting. Also, Line Cutters, Calco's Fishing, Dry Pond Tackle with Dustin Lofton. I'd also like to thank Caraway Custom Baits, Biz Baits. It kind of goes on and on. Bass Pro Shop, Cabela's, Tom Street's Gun and Pawn. Everybody's just stepped forward and done a great thing for these kids. But what we're going to do tonight, we're actually going to have class on schooling baits, and Jonathan Cook's going to teach that. As my son-in-law is also a full-time member of the Carolina Crankers. So right now, I actually turn this over to Jonathan to get started.
Good evening, everybody. Does this thing work? Okay. Schooling baits. We got a couple different things right here. Got a rattle trap, which I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with. It's pretty common. Got a spoon. I don't know if anybody's ever fished a spoon, but they're really good for schooling fish. Hair jig is also really good for schooling fish. And my favorite, my favorite is walking bait. These are really common too. We'll start out with the walking bait because it's my favorite. I can get this hook out of my finger. Basically, you got a cigar style bait that walks back and forth like this. You want to cast it out into the school and work your rod tip really fast. Get it start walking. Normally, within a couple pops of the rod, they're gonna bite it, if they're gonna bite it at all. That's just real quick. Hair jig, gonna take this, throw it out into school, and let it sink, and then pop your rod tip up, and it's gonna come up and fall back down, come up and fall back down like a dying shad. Spoon, same thing. It's just a little bit heavier, got a little more flash to it. You can see the sparkles on it. I don't know if y'all can see it on the camera or not. The only bad thing about these is a lot of times fish miss these for whatever reason. They tend to hit the body more than they get the hook in their mouth. So you can catch really big fish on it. I don't know if any of y'all watch any of the professionals, but a lot of guys throw 5-inch spoons in Texas and catch 10-pounders on it all the time. I actually seen one tournament guy caught like 50 pounds of fish. He had 5 10-pounders in a tournament. And the rattle trap. All you're going to do with this is throw it out, count it down. They sink about a foot a second. Throw it out to where you think the fish are holding it, and reel it back. That's all there really is to a rattle trap. So, is there any questions, specific questions on any of them baits? What's up?
How do you work a spoon?
A spoon? Alright, what you're going to do is you're going to take the spoon and cast it into the school. It's going to sink and it flutters like this, sideways. It's basically the same as a hair jig. You just pop your rod tip straight up in the air, go from like 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock, somewhere around in there, and then just let it fall back down, and it's just going to flutter. Anything else? The spook is my most productive bait. I catch more fish on the spook, schooling fish wise, than anything else. And I don't really know why it is. That side to side motion, it makes them crazy for whatever reason. Bass are really weird when it comes to schooling. A lot of times you'll see them come up and then they go straight back down. So if you're not really fast and accurate with your cast, you're probably not going to catch that many fish, but that'll take time and practice. The good thing about the spoon and the hair jig and the rattle trap is they're not top waters. You can get them down to where them fish are at, where they're holding at. What they do is the shatter up on the surface, the bass are underneath, and then whenever they want to feed, they just come up. That's when you see all the explosions and everything, and it's exciting. But this right here, when they're in that lesser aggressive feeding mode, you can take this and get it down to the fish where they're actually at. And that's what makes these baits good for schooling fish too. Like, I mean, if you